The guard came for him in the early hours. Watery blue dawn washed through the bars in the window like a slow tide, and brought the cold and the muted sound of distant suon calling to the morning. Even through the sense-dampening call cast over the prison, Janan recognized Tourmaline's staccato trill, as every morning for the past 3 months his suon had threatened the world for his freedom. The Mazoan officials had told him they were keeping Tourmaline in an aviary nearby, that she could see the sky like he could see it through the iron bars of his cell, as if the tease of liberty could truly comfort. This place was supposed to be a temporary holding, but at least 100 dawns had come and gone, and in this one came the guard. Janan recognized him as a Mazoan man named Suli, who had been neither cruel nor kind, but looked on Janan as one would a camp dog. He roused himself from the narrow cot on which he tried to sleep every night, but the ever-present pressure in his mind from the prison's call had created a grout of discomfort he could not smooth out. It left his thoughts in a thick muddle, and as he moved, his limbs groused at the energy required. Some hours he felt like this place was whittling him to the quick. Anger swirled in eddies with the abiding frustration, but it had no channel for overflow. Once in a while Suli told him that his case was being reviewed, but he had no confirmation if that was true. Suli's incandescent white keys hummed like hammer-struck metal as he walked behind Janan. Their footsteps on the smooth, scarred floor became a syncopated accompaniment to the low, steady note of Mazoan potency, even contained in such small objects. They passed a prisoner in faded denim coveralls sweeping dust from the corners. The sound of the broom pushing and tapping joined them in the symphonic score of their passage. She looked up once with dark, hollowed eyes, and Janan met her stare. She looked back down and continued in her endless tidying, like some lower deity punished for stepping above her station. Every sound echoed through the narrow stone corridors with their windowless doors and locked iron gates in regular intervals, checkpoints along a path to the nether end of death. Each time a gate opened and shut, the buzz of Mazoan mysticism threw small shock waves toward him and peppered his back as he passed through. His tongue felt ashen in his mouth. Suli hadn't given him a moment before this excursion to drink water from the sink in his cell. "Where are we going?" The Mazoan didn't answer. They passed through another gate and came abruptly to a door. Suli guided him inside a room arranged as if for diners in some macabre celebration. In the center, a black, rough-hewn table and 4 black chairs, 2 each on the long edges, as if the trees from which they'd been constructed had grown from volcanic basalt and remained of that nature. A woman and a creature made of metal and polished wood sat in the 2 chairs facing the door.